Right, this is the final assessment of the Microsoft Project Level 1 course run by Effective Human Intervention. Here's the manual on the right hand side, and on the left hand side is the final assessment. What we're going to do is going to work through the questions one by one and then provide a tutorial of how to get through the final assessment. It won't be answers, it'll just be guidelines. So let's go to that final assessment. It's called the Mtembura. Let's see. Scroll right down to the end. The Mtembura Summative Assessment. Let's see. There it is over there. Okay. Summative Exercise 1. The file on the left is going to look slightly different to the one on the right, but there is enough overlap and similarity to work out what's happening. So what are the instructions? Well, you'll see here the portfolio of evidence is the MPP file itself, no extra documentation required. So the delegate will receive this file and then make changes to the file and then resubmit it for assessment. Answer all questions below. The pass mark is 80%. All changes and additions indicated. Dates in the screen caps obviously here are not going to be the same as the delegate's file. You can see this one is working on a different time frame to the one we're currently working on. So the first thing that you need to do, there's the resource sheet, by the way, and if you look here, here's the resource sheet. Financial modeler is over-resourced. Okay, all right, same thing. But the first thing you need to do is to switch to table entry view. So we go view, tables, entry. There we go. My ribbon will look different because I've obviously compressed this to the left-hand side. Now, I've got some extra notes in here. Open it. Well, it's open. Okay. All right. Save it as Mtembura your name. Well, that's easy. File, save as, and let me pop, I could see my desktop there, but let's put it Mtembura basic, let's say call. Okay. First instruction done. Set the start date as Monday this week. So currently I'm sitting on Wednesday this week. Monday this week will be 2 days back. Now you will know that to move a project, you've got to click on project and then move project. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to do it for you. That's what you click. You must be able to work it out from there. Good. Resolve the over allocation problem. You can use any method. There is a constraint. I would prefer the budget to stay the same. But if you have to raise the budget, then do so. So let me maximize this. Let's go to our resource sheet. Obviously, increasing financial modelers will raise the budget. Obviously. Okay? All right. So what you might want to do is consider adding a student accountant as a work resource who's going to be very cheap. Okay? And then to go back to your Gantt chart, I'm not going to do it for you, but you would then simply replace the financial modeler, or you would put in, let's say you managed to get 2 student accountants. So you can put in 2 financial modelers and 2 accountants to make a total of 4, because you need 4. You see, you need 4 there. Over here, you need how many? Scroll to task. You need 2 over there. But you also need 1 with wrap implementation. So there we go. Financial modeler 2 plus 1 is 3. So you need 3. Okay, so work it out from there. I'm not going to do it for you. Okay. Change the color of the Gantt bars to orange. Do not change to red. So just a suggestion here. Go to Gantt chart format. Turn off your critical tasks. So everything goes blue. And then you know how to change bars, the color of bars. Here's Here's a clue. Double click in the white area, and that's when you would change the color of bars. Good. It's easy. Create 2 new resources and allocate them. Here are some suggestions. Secretary, assistant, PM. Now, already we've created the student accountant, or maybe you've created a student accountant. You can create one more, secretary, and then you've already allocated the student accountant. Allocate the secretary. Remember, for new installations, it's unstable if you use assign resources. So it's probably better to double click a task and go and assign your resources here. Easy. All right. Next question. Show critical tasks. Well, that's easy. We turned it off. You go Gantt chart format, critical tasks, they're shown. So yours will now be orange and red. So if you're slightly colorblind, then it won't look that different. Okay. Create a view named after yourself. All right. I'm going to do to number 3. That's the first video. And then the second video we'll do from number 4. Okay. All right. Number 3. That should read number 3. I've got a numbering problem there. Okay. So create a new view named after yourself. Well, you'll see here, there are no views named after myself. How do I create a view? Here's a clue. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. If you go to the task ribbon, down arrow, and you go to more views, I mean, it should be obvious. You're going to create a view by clicking on new. All right. It has to be a combination view, with the top half being Gantt, the bottom half being the resource graph. Okay. I'll do it very quickly. New, combination, okay. Carl, 1, 2, 3, primary view, Gantt, chart, secondary view, resource, graph, and okay, and apply. There it is. Now, many people get very confused, and notice Carl, 1, 2, 3 is in the view bar here. Many people get very confused because they see nothing. That doesn't matter. It's once you click on a task that things become obvious. Now, to get rid of that view, you need to click on Gantt chart alone, but the problem is now it doesn't remove the split. You got to go to view and details. Microsoft project, you need to work on that. Good. That was the next question. Create a view named after yourself. Show slack time on the project. Well, I'm not going to do it for you. Slack time will only be shown on non-critical tasks, but I'm going to go there, and it's somewhere in that ribbon. Okay, here endeth the first video. All right, here endeth the first video on the Mtembura summative assignment.